Kind of a funny title, right? Genuinely, go right now and ask your walls how are they? How are they feeling? All of your life, you ignored your walls, bro. All of your life, you looked at your walls and you never thought, how are they feeling? Not what are they doing? Not, you haven't asked them any of this. So genuinely go out there, give them a little kiss. I'm just kidding. By the way, I'm just kidding. Have you been looking at your walls lately? If your walls are just dry, like literally how they are right there, if you don't have anything on your wall, anything, not even one piece of paper, are you even on self improvement? Are you even trying to improve yourself? Because I used to be the type of guy that thought, I won't put anything on my walls because it's kind of weird, bro. Like it doesn't really make sense. Like I want clean walls, so and I was barely making any progress in self improvement. Yeah, I was having some habit tracker like on my notebook, but I would just forget about it. Yeah, I would meditate here and there, but I wasn't consistent at all. Yeah, I would just work out, but when I would feel like it, yeah, I would do gratitude journaling or journal, but when I would just feel like it, so we wouldn't be that consistent. Maybe once a week, maybe, but that's some of the good weeks. So I knew I had to make a habit tracker, and I would just do it on a piece of paper, and I would genuinely lose that piece of paper in the first few days. I would be like really consistent. I would tick off every single box, meditate, do gratitude journaling, journal, cold showers, work out. I would do all of these things, but I would forget the paper. Like I would literally lose the paper. I would forget where I would put my paper, my piece of paper, and I would forget to do all of the good habits for months because I wouldn't even think about that piece of paper. But I decided one day that, bro, I want to change. I'm not gonna listen to my dumbest brain. And I did my first ever habit tracker on a piece of paper and I stuck it on the wall. I did like the prettiest habit tracker that I could do. I put all of the habits that I wanted to do, all of the good tasks, and I put it on the wall. I took some tape, I cut the tape, and I put it on the wall. And I'm pointing in that direction because I also have a habit tracker right there. I put it on the wall, and that month was the most productive month I have ever had. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even bullshitting. That month, the first month where I had a habit tracker on the wall, was the month when I was the most productive. I didn't miss one day of meditation. One day. My highest streak of meditating every single day went from 9 days to 23. 23 days of consistently meditating from the guy that was barely doing it. I was doing it once or twice every 2 or 3 days, and I would just forget about it because I didn't have it in my routine. I just didn't have it in my face to make me remind me that I need to meditate. And meditation was the habit that made me realize that there is more to life. I used to have extremely bad problems with mental health. I used to go to school and as I was on the tram, I would just sit down and I would be in my own world, but that world wasn't that colorful and nice. I was having negative thoughts non-stop. It felt like I had the grayscale filter on. It was black and white and just emptiness. My mind wasn't coming up with good thoughts. My mind was genuinely non-stop feeding me negative thoughts. And the worst part, I was always in my head. Every single time I would try to speak with a friend of mine, I would, bro, I can't, I would genuinely, like, I would speak to them, and mid sentence, like after they would speak like 2 or 3 words, I would think of like a Reddit meme that I saw, or some like I would think about Minecraft, about my world, or what I would do on Hypixel when I would get home, and I would genuinely not even hear the person that was talking to me. 9 times out of 10, I would laugh, hoping that they said something funny. You don't even know the amount of times that I've gotten into an awkward situation because the guy asked me something important, and I would just laugh because I didn't hear the conversation. I didn't hear the message because I was in my own world. It's kind of depressing when I think about it. Not being able to communicate with people, the people that you love, your friends, because you're always in your head nonstop. I know this video took a weird turn, a dark turn, considering the intro was literally me telling you to kiss your walls and talk to your walls. But it's important for you to know this. Meditation was a thing that made me get out of my own world and made me see the world as it is. Made me see the skies, the trees, the clouds, made me enjoy the sunset and the sunrise, made me enjoy leaves, bro. Leaves, like literally real leaves. I used to be the guy that when he would find the cool leaf, he would take a photo of it. A photo of a leaf, bro. Just because I meditated. So meditation was right here in my heart, was deep into my heart. I value it highly because it's the thing that made me enjoy life again. And there I was, failing to do it for weeks because I would genuinely forget about it. Having the habit tracker on the wall made me not miss one day of meditation. Even on the days when I didn't feel like it. On the days when I would just think, oh, I have to meditate again, bro, what the fuck. I would just remind myself. I have that habit tracker on the wall, right there, staring at me every single day. I need to tick the box off. Otherwise, it's gonna stay unticked for the next month. And it would be in my face every single time I would get into my room. So I would still meditate. Yeah, not 20 minutes, but 10 minutes. I would still meditate, even though I didn't feel like it. Having a habit tracker on the wall was genuinely the best thing I ever did for me, for my mental health, and for my growth. Because the first paper is always the hardest one. Right now, I have one, two, three, four, five, six pages on my wall. And I plan on putting a lot more on it. The first one is a habit tracker. The second one, maybe, bro, I can show you. I can fucking show you. Like, the first one is the habit tracker. The second one is a quote from like fucking Drake, I think. These ones I won't show you. Like, one of them, no, two of them are for my light, so they can reflect nicely. The other one is the drawing from Essentialism, I believe. Like the one with two circles, and one has a lot of arrows, and the second one has like one or two arrows. And like the phrase "your choice." This one I did myself to kind of remind myself to focus only on the essential things. And the last one is my goal for May 2024 is to have 5 coaching clients that I coach about sleep. These are like you can put anything on your wall, bro. You can put goals, quotes, drawings, habit trackers, like small reminders. I literally have another reminder, but I won't tell you about that. You have all of these and you can have it in your face 24/7. 24/7. Every single time I would get into my room after I got my habit tracker and all this shit, the first thing I would look at wasn't the laptop or the phone or the TV or the desk. It was that wall. It was that habit tracker. So every single time I would get into my room, every single time I would change, every single time I would literally get out of my chair, I would be forced to look at the habit tracker and remind myself, you have undone habits. You have things to do today. You have to do this and this and this. And I would do it. I would find the time to do it. It's not that hard, bro. It takes literally a few minutes to do a habit tracker. Maybe you're like a perfectionist like me. Like not fully, but I'm heading there. I know it's not a good thing. Maybe that's another story for another time. But you can make it as pretty as possible if it helps you. But You can literally draw some weird lines, like some not even straight lines, some lines here and there for you to do the habit tracker and stick it on your wall. On your wall, every single time you'll get into your room, you will be reminded of your goals, of random reminders, of quotes that make you feel something, and especially of the habit tracker, the habits that you need to do to keep you going on the right path. As I told you, the first paper is always the hardest. The next 50 of them will come to you so easily. The first one, the first time I did it, the first one I stuck it on my wall, it was extremely awkward. There was a lot of friction. What if my family sees it? What will they think? But bro, I did it. My family came to my room. They asked me, "What is that?" "Oh, a habit tracker." Nice. And they left. That's it. That's genuinely it. The next one, it was a quote. It was kind of awkward, a bit cringe, I know, but it makes me feel some some type of way. But it works. Every single time I came into my room, every single time I was sitting on my bed, looking around the room, my eyes would go to the quote, and I would reread it, and it would make me feel motivated to work again. The quote is, I don't know if you saw it when I like showed you. The quote is, at 17, at 17 I wanted everything that was in store. At 23 I bought it all just to make sure. It's a bit cringe, I know, but it makes me feel something. It makes me have hope for the future. The first time I heard it, it made me like, wow, that's how I want to be. That's how I want to be. So it could be anything for you. The cringiest quote you ever heard. If you put it on your wall and it makes you feel something, it's powerful. Imagine reminding yourself of the reason why you keep going. Every single day, you wake up, and the first thing you see when you wake up, when you open your eyes, is the thing that will make you like financially free, or like the goals, or like some quote, something that will make you achieve your goals and make your family financially free, or make you financially free. Wouldn't you want every single boost possible? Imagine the guy that wakes up and the first thing he does isn't to get out of bed and work and go to the bathroom and shit. No. He wakes up and stays in bed, sideways, mouth breathing, looking at his phone, starting to scroll. Imagine you wake up and the first thing you look at is your wall with your goals and the way to achieve your goals. The habits you have to do to achieve your goals. Some random quote. Maybe you already have a quote in your mind that keeps popping up when I say a quote that hits you hard. Get a piece of paper and write it down. Write it down as beautiful as you can, as good as possible, if you care about that. And your wall is free. The secret is to have it somewhere where you can see it 24/7. Because imagine if I would do this and I would put it right there. And when I would have my door open, I wouldn't even be able to see it. Or I would put it under my TV. Like, fuck, I can't speak. Yeah, if I would put it under my TV, not under. I would hide it away under the. I can't even speak, bro. Imagine if I would put it there. It wouldn't be efficient because I wouldn't be able to see it. So put it somewhere where you can genuinely see it. And if it's a habit tracker, this is like one of the most important things I can tell you. It came to my mind right now. Put it on the correct height. If it's too low, you will be productive in the first few days. But trust me, this is so subtle, it's extremely important. Put it higher because I did a mistake to put it at eye level. Like the top of it was at eye level. And it was comfortable for me to tick the box, like the first few boxes. But when the time would come for like the last few rows, it was uncomfortable to tick the box. So I didn't tick the boxes. I forgot, like I didn't want to tick the boxes. Even if I did the habits, I didn't want to tick the boxes because it was comfortable. It was uncomfortable. Sorry, it was awkward to hold the pen in like this weird way. I would have to kind of squat down to be able to tick the boxes. So if you're taller, put the bottom of the habit tracker, like not the bottom, like the first few rows at eye level or like at shoulder level. The bottom row at shoulder level, because it's easy to stretch your hand up a little to tick the first few boxes, but when it gets to the like lowest tiers, it's for you to know, to not be uncomfortable and awkward while you're trying to tick them. I will also make a video on this, on putting habit trackers on the wall and putting like papers and quotes on the wall. But this is for the people that wanted it early, because only I believe only my true fans will watch this. If you're watching this, you're one of my true fans, and I truly want to know who you are. Comment down below, like some. What could you comment? Comment something down below to know if you're watching this, because no random person had the attention span to watch 16 minutes of me talking about your wall. Maybe like I will look at the analytics after a week to see how many people clicked off after I told them to kiss the wall, bro. I'd be so fine, bro. I can't even think about that. If you're still watching this, truly thank you. And I hope you're taking action and sticking things on your wall. Not things, papers on your wall. With goals, habit trackers, quotes, all these types, drawings, even, all these types of stuff. They are so powerful because they will be in your face 24/7. And I can't stress how important this is. When I had the notebook and I would have it away from me, the habit tracker, I wouldn't do it because it would be uncomfortable to go there, pick up the notebook, open the pages, tick the box, and I would put it back. No, right now it's literally in my face 24/7. I can't escape it. And if you want more accountability, you could also put it on your door outside of your room, so your family would be able to see it every time they would walk by. But it would be kind of uncomfortable. So just start with this. That's a higher level of accountability. But this is also powerful if you're at the start. I hope you watched. Like, I hope you enjoyed this little video of me talking about your wall. And I hope you're taking action, bro. See you later. Mwah.